Next up on our 2024 CVC Fall Sports Media Day Tour is the Beachwood Bison girls tennis team. Head coach David Cole. Coach, thanks for being here. Let's get right into it. Let's give us a quick preview. What can we expect out of the Bison now that you've seen them in a few matches already?
So this is year two for me back with the Beachwood girls. I was the varsity coach, started as the JV coach, I think in 2011. Then I got moved up to varsity in 2012 or 13. Then I was gone for a couple of years, and then last year, 2023, was the first year they asked me to come back. In 2022, they won one match, and that was against HB's junior varsity, not their varsity B, their junior varsity. So the program was actually in shambles. I came over here in 2022. I was the varsity coach at Mayfield, and we beat them really badly at that match. And I taught a lot of those Beachwood kids private lessons, and was surprised at how poorly they were competing. Some of the parents talked to me during that match from Beachwood, asked me, what's wrong with this program, as well as some other coaches. It's better when Beachwood's competitive. So I talked to the administration. I was coaching the boys at the time, and I agreed to come back. 2023 was my first year back. It was really about fixing the culture. Tremendous kids on the team, good work ethic. Just needed to right the ship. And we went 16-4 last year. It's a little bit deceiving because our schedule, I purposely made it a little bit weak just to give the girls some confidence because 2022 had been such a disaster. And this year we're playing a much tougher schedule, and I love the way the girls are competing. We're about 500 right now. We lost to Cincinnati Sycamore. We went down there to play them. They're ranked 3 in the Southwest in Division I. We lost 3-2 to Cincinnati Turpin, who usually wins their conference, the Greater Cincinnati. We lost to Orange, who's ranked, I think, number 2 in Northeast Ohio. And yesterday we lost to Walsh Jesuit. So not too shabby, any of the teams that we've lost to.
Absolutely. And that schedule that you've already played, obviously they're getting tested early and often. Are you seeing them more competitive? I mean, that's the next step is just getting more competitive in the bigger matches.
They are definitely more competitive, Steve. They definitely had a lack of confidence when I got here in 2023. We spend a lot of time playing in the off season. I tell the boys and the girls, everyone in the Beachwood tennis program and community, that it's a 12-month season. It's not a 2 or 3 month season. So they hit a lot of balls, but what we need to do is play more matches. And some of them play tournaments. Some of them that don't want to do that commitment do a summer match play, which is put on by Michael Rose from Geneva, which is not an all-weekend tournament, but an afternoon of match play, which is fine. Gets them used to playing matches. So we are getting more competitive, and we are getting more match tough.
Well, run
We
through your
beat
lineup.
Geneva.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We beat Geneva 3-2. They're pretty good this year. Their number 1 came over from Ashtabula St. John's. Beat St. Vincent St. Mary's, and Willoughby South, and I think a couple others. So it's a tough schedule, and they are playing more competitively.
All right. Well, now run through your lineup. Who are the girls that are, not, I don't know if they've locked up spots or competing for spots, but run through your singles and doubles teams.
So you talked about us being more competitive, and one of the keys to creating a competitive environment is to have depth and create competition. So we have that. We have about 10 or 11 girls who can play varsity, and there's only 7 spots. 2 of our 3 varsity singles players are freshmen. They're good. So that puts a little pressure on the other kids if they want to be in the lineup to step up their game. Charlotte Dowdy returns at first singles. She is a tournament player. She's a junior. Freshman Sarah Zhao is playing second singles. Plays a lot, hits a lot of balls in the off season. She's tough. Third singles, another freshman, Ella Zoller, who's a tournament player and is competitive. Those 2 are still learning what it takes to play a varsity match versus a middle school match, and they're playing against juniors and seniors who are bigger physically. So they're learning what it takes, and they have super bright futures. We have Amy Zhao, and Eva Zhang at first doubles. And then we have at second doubles, Ida Chang playing with Shreya Chelu and sometimes Maddie Spaller. And of that whole group, there's only 2 seniors. So we're a young team, we're a young program. We got a middle school program that's got 20 kids in it, including a couple tournament players. So it's competitive, and we're going the right direction. Our biggest problem right now is our doubles. We have to get a little stronger on the doubles courts, and that's what we're spending a lot of our practice time on. We also have Lindia Zhang, who's a varsity player who's coming in and out of the lineup, as is Jesse Gao. So so we got a ton of kids.
All right, and last one for you is, obviously last year you softened the schedule a bit to gain that confidence. This year you're back to playing the top teams and trying to grow from that. How are you going to define success for this year's squad?
That's a great question. I believe in goals. Every coach is different. I have concrete goals, and I'm very realistic with my players. I don't lie to them. I don't tell them we're going to beat Orange because we don't have the kids right now to do that. Our goal is to beat every public school in Northeast Ohio, so I'm not including Sycamore, Turpin, other than Orange. And that goal is still in front of us. And I would like to get either a singles player or a doubles team out of the sectional and into the district, so that these kids can get a feel for what it's like to qualify for the district. And then eventually we'll try and get some players to qualify for states. So those are the goals. We're not going to win the conference with Hawken and Orange in it. We're not going to win the team tournament with Hawken, Orange, HB, and Gilmore. But we have concrete goals in front of us.
Outstanding. All right, Coach. Well, I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to preview the squad, and best of luck to you this fall.
Thanks, Steve. Talk soon.